Okay guys, welcome back to Narex FX channel. Okay guys, I have a little information to share with you guys. I'm not really going to be talking too much about my analysis. I just want to give you guys like a little tips on when to take trades, because it's more like everything I'm doing it effortlessly. So the more reason to this approach of trading without too many stress is because I trade with time. Yes, I trade with time, guys. So I don't look for setup in the market all the time. I come at a very specific time, just like this gold setup. This was my first trade for today on gold, and it was taken around the New York session time. So you can see from all this place here, I did not even come out to this market. So when you're trading with time and price, you are on a more safer side. So guys, let me explain to you in less than maybe 5 minutes or more how I was able to take out this trade now. So if you're an ICT trader, guys, you know that price moves with time very well. So price moves with time, more like the Asian section, the London section, and the New York section. So in the London section, you have to come around your chart around 8 to at least 1:30 p.m. Those of you that are in West Africa and London also, I think we are using the same time. Then in the New York session, you come around 1:30 p.m. down to about 5 p.m. At this, okay, let me just say, I always look for entries around 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. So around 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. or highest 4 p.m. If I don't see a good setup, a good entry around that particular time frame, then I'm done for the day, because after 4 p.m. I don't think you can get a clearer setup again in the market for those of you trading with time. Now let me take this trade. In this particular trade, I took it around, I think around 3:30 p.m. or 4 p.m. So I think I'll attach the first place where I took the video, or where I took this particular trade. I'm going to attach the time so you can see what I'm saying. Now, this was what I noticed. Now, look at overall, you can see I drew out this liquidity first. I don't tend to, avoid drawing out liquidity. So this is double low. You always mark it out liquidity. Then secondly, I have my I have that price broke structure here. That was number two thing I did here, guys. I drew my BOS here. So we are very bullish on this particular trade. So this particular trade is know how to show you how many profit I made on this particular trade. I'm just trying to explain the importance of time trading, not just using your time frame, but using or trading with the session, the time of where market price will move more, which are these three key times: the Asian time, the London time, and the New York time. So most trade I do take here are either in the London session or the Asian session. So in my last video where I took GBP JPY, that's Japanese yen pairs, I think I took that particular setup during the London session. So I was actually looking at that trade from the Asian section, because Japanese pair falls under the Asian section. So the setup got more clear during the London session. So that was how I was able to take the trade, and I closed that particular trade the next Asian section. That was when the trade moved to maximum TP, because the trade was volatile at Asian section, guys. So another thing you should know, that once you are trading in particular pair, you should know when this particular pair can move. You cannot be trading US dollar pair during Asian section and you expect it to give you more profit, or give you might be in profit, but it might not be volatile. So you should know the particular pair you're trading at a particular time. So back to this video, guys. Please, before I start explaining this particular setup and time frame, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright guys, so this is what happened here. On the 1 hour time frame, I saw break of structure here. So let me trace this particular time frame, guys. So as at here, this was 11 o'clock. This was 11 o'clock. Around 11 o'clock in the morning, price left an imbalance here. So this was what price did. This is the imbalance 11 o'clock. This other bullish candle 12 o'clock. This other bearish candle 1 o'clock. Then by 2 o'clock, now notice that around 1 o'clock, that is when we have New York session to begin, guys. 1 o'clock is the beginning of New York session. So many people now comes to the chart to look for more setup, and this was what happened here. So this was what I saw. I saw price trade into this imbalance around 2 o'clock in the afternoon New York session. What will you do as at that time now? Many people have noticed that once price trade into an imbalance, price is actually going to get rejected. So imagine trading with price and price reacting to a particular point of interest with at a specific time. So it's like a double advantage having price react to your point of interest at a particular time. It gives you more confidence to take that particular trade. So I have price tag into my FVG around New York time 2:30 p.m. So this more like a confidence for me that I'm going to continue bullish because price have retraced down to an imbalance around New York time. So it was very, very interesting. But this was what happened. I was not on my charts exactly 2:30 p.m. Like I said earlier on, I took the trade around 4 p.m. So me coming to the chart around 4 p.m. This is 2 o'clock here, 3 o'clock, and I saw this bullish move here around 4 p.m. So let me show you how I was able to secure a position. But when I came to the chart around 4 p.m., as at then, this has already happened. So if I was on this particular chart earlier on before 4 p.m., I would have make room for an entry around this particular imbalance. But let me tell you, this is another reason why you should trade with the lower time frame. So around 4 p.m. I was around there. So I went back to 5 minutes. So guys, listen attentively. So around 5 minutes, this was what happened. Let me zoom it in. So ignore all this, guys. Ignore all this. So this was what happened. So around 5 minutes, I saw price trade above here, causing a break of structure, guys. Let me delete this whole stuff here. Just ignore. Let me show you where you should ignore, guys, while you're listening. So ignore this particular place here. Assuming you were not on this particular trade here, ignore this particular side of the market here because we are trading without knowing what's going to happen next. So I saw ignore this whole part, guys, and just focus on this place here. So this was what happened. Remember, this was a break of structure, guys. This particular line here was a break of structure on the higher time frame, guys. Remember this particular line. So I saw another one on the lower time frame, guys. Let me draw it out. So that was how I took this particular trade. I saw another break of structure here, guys. Then this is an order block, guys. I zoom in. So I saw this order block on the 5 minutes. This last sell candle before this buy candle that caused the break of structure with an impulsive move. And you can see here there's an imbalance here. So this order block is quite interesting. It's kind of complete to me. So I marked out this order block here. I marked out this order block and I waited around here. Like after this move, I came back. If you see, this was around okay, so it was around 4 o'clock. So minutes past 4. I think actually I took around 3 or 4. So depending on when I took that trade. So the price came down and mitigated this order block here, which was what I was waiting for. My TP was above and my SA was below, exactly below the other block. So price came down, retraced down to the other block, and I took so many positions, guys. And you can see what happened. Price moved on from here. So like I said, this place just take it out. So price came down, and at first I was so scared because this is gold you're talking about. Gold does not really respect any man. So when I saw this whole move coming below, I just had to wait around this my other block. So getting ready to close any position below this other block, because if price should take out my stop loss, I'm closing all the positions, guys. So I was really scared, but you know, trading with time and price movement at the same time helps. But I had my confidence because I've retraced down to an imbalance here. So I was very certain that price is not coming back anywhere here, because number one, price has filled this imbalance up to 30%. So if price is retracing down, I don't see any potential place price is coming down to aside this liquidity. So I was just sure that price was going to continue going up, going up. So that was it, guys. So on the 5 minutes, guys, you can see this is about 10 pips already. Although I have my take profits higher, so we have done about 10 pips, guys, on this particular trade, and I can choose to close more than 5 positions right now. But that's not what, like I said, I'm not doing this whole trade because of profit. I just want to make sure I explain very well. So the best time to look to seek for good entries are the main sessions, like the London session, Asian section, and the New York session. So it's not you. I'm not saying you cannot trade without, you cannot trade any other time of the day, but it will be more on a advantage to you that you trade with this session. Like, you just come to your chart. This is what I do every day. I come to my USD to paired currency 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, or 8 o'clock to 8:30. I can just take a look at some pairs, USD pairs, then look out for the nearest strip of liquidity, look out for the opposite direction of liquidity, and get a entry. Then New York session and do the same thing. If there's a fundamental news release, I will hold on a bit. Then I will just wait for the news to do what it has to do. Then look out for the nearest potential zone where the news went to, if it swept liquidity or not. Just more of liquidity and imbalance. So that's what you just have to look out for, mostly in New York session. So you know that in London session creates the trend of the day. Then New York session continues the trend of the day, most likely continues the trend of the day. So just like this now, you know that from London session we were bullish here. So New York session came, gave you retracement into an imbalance. So that's like a plus setup for me, and to continue the trend. So that's just it, guys. Please, I hope you understood what I've been explaining so far, guys. So trading with time and knowing when to enter a particular trade is really, really important in forex trading. It's really important. So it will save you from unnecessary trades, guys. So not every time, like when I mean to save you from unnecessary trade, I mean that you will not take unnecessary loss, because there are some people that might come to a chart at a particular time. Imagine you're buying from this place when you have an imbalance here, and maybe your stop loss is below here. Let's check 30 minutes. Now it's still the beginning of New York session, but having a point of entry, like point of interest where you are waiting for in a particular place, is really, really nice while you're trading. So imagine buying from here and you cannot take up to 7 pips loss on gold. You will get stop out while price is filling your imbalance and still going in your direction. So one thing you should know how to do is to mark out your point of interest. That's very important. Then wait for time. You don't just execute trade like that. You just wait for the trade to come in, then you have a confirmation. And if your trade enter in your zone around a particular time, is a plus setup, because you have price to move in your favor, except you did not identify the quickest changing structure, like on the lower minutes time frame. So even me trading here, I'm still focused on the 1 to 5 minutes chart. Look at, like I said, I had a break of structure. So I cannot see price break below here and not break here and I want to start shorting. So it's not really important to just only have your point of interest. You dwell in the 1 minute time frame and the 5 minute time frame. Make sure you're trading with the trend of that particular lower time frame, so that you don't get confused or you don't get it mixed up, guys. I still remain Narex FS channel, guys. Please do well to subscribe for me. I hope you know, took this in like a little piece of advice. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. Please subscribe to my channel.